Welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for the collective. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates. Also, know if you're new to the channel, we focus more on the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play those karmic themes to help you understand why things are playing out the way that they are. All right, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box. If you resonate with the video, give it a like, share, subscribe. It's good karma. All right. Let's see what the word of the video is. The word of the video. Now, the word of the video we always want to know because it's the underlining energy that tells us why everyone does what they do. If a person's wearing a mask, they're usually like showing you one thing so that you don't really see what's going on, right? People that have a lot of spiritual blockages, they overcompensate. So for an example, someone that experiences shame, they will, try and perceive like that they're perfect. Someone that perceives that they're flawed, someone that feels like there's something wrong with them will again try to appear perfect where there is no perfect. We shoot for excellence. There is no such thing as perfection. Only God is perfect. All right, so let's see what the word of the video is. The word of the video is it's knowledge, it's wisdom. So, it's funny, but yes, I feel like this is a spiritual connection, but I don't feel as if you're someone that's like, oh, I'm supposed to be with you. I feel like you realize that this connection was just came into your life to teach you. You're not seeing this person the same way that you used to see them. There was a lot of wisdom that you got out of this connection. Like you're not the same person that you are when you first met this person. This person changed you, you changed this person, is what I'm feeling. But it wasn't through positivity, it was through the fact that you got so disgusted with this person. You feel like the immaturity, the constant need to trigger you, the constant need to like not make anything go easy. Like really, I mean, they constantly withdrawn from you. Like you felt like you were forgotten about. It's like in order for you to like have like a conversation with this person to find out things, you had to get into an argument with them so that they would like soothe you, so that you would emotionally get what you needed. Otherwise, you felt lonely. So again, they didn't really treat this connection seriously. They were continuously coming in and out of your life, triggering, abandonment issues. So you got to the point where you're like, okay, we have a spiritual connection, but you know what? Me holding on to you is doing me a lot of damage, is what I feel. I feel like you got to the point where you were like, this isn't helping me. This is making me feel worse, like worse about yourself. It's making you feel bad about yourself. It's making you feel like not have hope. And you're not seeing anything for your time either, because it's again, this person a lot of times says that they're going to show up and then doesn't show up, shows up when they feel like it, after they've already been out for the night. So it's again, you feel like you're, taken advantage of. You feel lonely. And it's not just because the person's not really around, it's because they don't really care. And that's the energy, So what you know is that this person's impulsive. So, they're very inconsistent. It depends. And that they have a lot of inner child wounds from the past. So they tend to focus more on the physical, but not the emotional. And, they have a lot of old habits. And those old habits, you know, really are not that they create a lot of problems for this person, is what I'm feeling. You know, kind of like they're still like in high school or something. You know what I mean? That's what they feel like. Again, the trauma. So again, the image is they want to create this image that they're like this perfect person, but they're not this perfect person. They don't let you get close to them. What's running the relationship is the trauma, and that the fact that this person now their self-image is hurt because what you're seeing is they're lazy. They don't really want to put the time in. They don't really want to be accountable. They want to do what they want to do. So that's why I'm saying that this connection brought wisdom to you, but that wisdom was like one that came about through disgust because this person, like being in a relationship with them, just brought up a lot of trauma. Whatever trauma you had with abandonment issues, whatever trauma you had with like feeling lonely, again, this person emotionally and psychologically was not there for you. Well, emotionally, they weren't there for you, and psychologically, they tried to mess with you, acting as if you weren't really worth it, and that's why I'm saying, and I say that because would have to get into an argument in order to get soothed. This person wanted you to be like that. They wanted you to be frantic. They wanted you to be nervous. They wanted you to not feel secure in the connection. That's what it was like to be in a connection with them. And so makes things miserable when a person isn't healed. Again, shards of love. Just past trauma leave scars. Take time to heal yourself. So I feel like this person was came into the relationship and they had trauma, so they was commitment phobic, and they said, you know what? I'm gonna be in the relationship my way. However, I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna be in a relationship that the type of kind that you want to be in, which is equal give and take reciprocity. This person said one thing, did another. They gave you good lip service. They told you all the right words, but again, they never had any intention. And so, understand that this person, like, their ways to have you come in and have you fall head over heels in love, have all this passion, and then what happens is you realize it's shallow, that it's again that it's like a fling, like an affair, like they treat it like it's an affair. So you think that you're in this type of relationship, like a committed relationship, when really it's again, they're not. So they're shady. So it goes back to again why you're disgusted and the fact that you gained a lot of knowledge from this connection, but like that's all that it was, spiritual knowledge. And that spiritual knowledge is that, well, clearly I wasn't valuing myself, collective. That's you. So because if you were valuing yourself, you wouldn't let someone come in and out of your life. You would have set boundaries. This person set the tone of the relationship, and the tone of their relationship is that they're lazy. Like anytime that you have to fight with someone in order for them to have a conversation, you don't need to be in a relationship. That's when you need to read between the lines, because they're not gonna tell you anything. They're again hoping that you get so consumed through passion, through that, where again like over a while, like it would be so intense that it wouldn't last. It's consuming, but what happens is more of like an addiction type of thing where this person wants you to kind of be obsessed with them because they have spiritual blockages. And so again, wanting you to fall head over heels, didn't really want to give the time. They wanted to take the easy way out. This person doesn't really want a relationship because of trauma. So they want a one-sided relationship where they get to do whatever they want and you're gonna like tolerate it. And that's why I'm saying the relationship was just a karmic one, and one that taught you, gave you wisdom, spiritual wisdom, and we have to say, well, why? Well, again, you're a mirror of whom what comes into your life. We have to look at the inner child wounds to see how that fragmentation continues to play out, and we see it. It's like card number one is trauma. Thought that that was discipline. Card number two, water. Card number three, physical touch. Card number four, unworthy. Card number five, wonder. Card number six, um, organized chaos. And this one for just fell on my lap, optimism. Like, so we're going to look and see. And the reason why you attracted this person into your life clearly is because, listen, they created trauma. You had trauma again, and emotionally, where you didn't get what you needed, where again you felt unworthy. And that was just due to the environment that you grew up in. I feel like, again, organized chaos is, yeah, you went to school, you ate your dinner, you had a bed to sleep in. It's not that you were abused in that way or that you were neglected in that way. But what it was emotionally, no one was there for you. And no one was there for you because again of the imbalances that were going on in the house. So maybe your mom was married to like an alcoholic, or your like mother was working all the time, or like you had a sibling that acted up all the time, so your needs weren't met. But there was some sort of, again, chaos that meant that there was no time, no energy on you. You felt neglected because of it. And so your the water represents your second chakra, which represents your individuality, your passion for life. It's the birthing center. So we birth what we love, right? We birth our passion. That's one form of birthing. And having a baby is another form of birthing. And it's in that same center. So Spirit's saying it's like, where was your individuality? Your individuality isn't the trauma. You're not unworthy. You're not trauma, but that was the energy. And so you didn't create yourself. You know, were you optimistic? Yes. But when it came to outside things, I feel like you tried to create yourself through those outside things like buying yourself as a kid that feels unworthy. They want to fit in, they want to love. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to emulate how they can get love, and by emulating somebody that they admire, or someone that they seem as popular, or someone that. And so again, popular people usually have nice clothes, they again have nice things. So it's like, again, trying to emulate that person to get love, instead of, you know, putting the energy by growing yourself, by learning something, by cultivating a skill, by again pouring into yourself so that you would be stable again. And we can be stable through, first and foremost, having a passion for life. By being anchored in that. If you were not made to feel worthy and you felt unloved due to trauma, well, again, it's normal to look for that outside of yourself. And I feel like that was something that you learned, where Spirit says, again, and instead, I want you to put the energy into finding the wonders inside of you. Like, what makes you different? What's your passion for life? What are your talents? And then the wonders in the world. How does your talents and who you are fit into that? How do you want to contribute to that? How do you want to contribute to humanity? Because that's really how we give and receive of love through our free will. And Spirit says that's how you become the energy of God. That's how the energy of the universe, where instead to be in the connection with this person would have left you empty. They would have made you feel unworthy. Like you said, where the Spirit's saying this is more about you having a love affair with yourself. You weren't really allowed to have a love affair with yourself. Again, you grew up in organized chaos. Emotionally, you didn't get what you needed. Children have limited resources. They try to then get it through toys, or through things, or through clothing, or through friends. They're not gonna like venture out into the great wide world. They're not going to do that onto their own. They're going to do what they have access to. So Spirit's saying, now that you're older, you have access to more. And so we have to look and see, well, how are we transmuting that energy? Really, again, if you're a mirror of whom what comes into your life, and you see, okay, well, this is why I, attracted this person. What am I supposed to do with that energy? And the spirit says, look at this. Warrior of light, use your passion to fight for what you believe in, stand your ground. So without knowing what you love and there without the passion, you gonna be like an island to yourself, number one, and number two, you're not emotionally gonna get what you need. So like again, not it makes it very difficult to see who's genuine and who's not. If you're not pouring into yourself where your cup is overflowing, where you're like, okay, I love myself and I know I love myself, and people are giving me on an emotional level because I'm pouring into myself, joining things and becoming myself and meeting people and just filling my own cup up with, the experiences and the opportunities and the people that I'm meeting, that it's not one person, then of course you're gonna like be fooled by someone like this. And so Spirit's saying it's like you don't have to cave in, like or fall head over heels. You're not gonna fall head over heels because again, your cup is full already. And Spirit says it's time to be on your soul's calling, to follow your path, listen to yourself, align your actions with your values. And this person definitely doesn't align is what Spirit's saying, and also acknowledge what you have already overcome in your life. So go with conviction, meaning like you're not a weak person. You've overcome a lot and that you're stronger than you think. And now it's time for you to have unshakable faith by trusting fully in yourself and your path in the universe. So take the leap of faith so that you can actually discern the truth from fear, like to pull back the curtain, and so you can fully alchemize and transform your energy. And that brings you into a place of really loving yourself, which obviously, if you were brought up in an environment where you felt unworthy, well, you were taught that, and that would make it really difficult for you to really envision brighter horizons where Spirit's saying it's like you need to do the work, the alchemizing work, and that's by taking a leap of faith and move into the unknown so you can again really have a better future, to see brighter horizons, because once you take that leap of faith, again you're going to change, you're going to meet people, and you're going to be put in situations that all make you see who you truly are today. That like version of who you once were that resonated with this person is no longer there. And it was really never there anyway. It's just that was an old wound. And that's, again, they resonated with that old wound where Spirit says that it was like a karmic test. And so they could have prevented you from moving forward and missing brighter horizons. But no, you loved yourself. And so you did the work. Again, alchemizing the work is turning that pain into power. And again, fully transforming so that you really see who you are today. So even though, the relationship is never going to come about. And you would have thought with the word like wisdom and knowledge, again, that soulmate, twin flame, all this, no. Right away, we knew that this person, like, is not your person, is how this reading opened. It's like, no, you taught me a lot. You were supposed to be in my life because you taught me, but you're not my person. And we leave off with one more message, and that is transformation, which you had already gotten. So, this connection, even though it didn't work out, it was an important connection. I'll say it again. And so, Spirit says, know that you are constantly evolving, improving inwardly by working on your weaknesses and refining your strengths. Life ensures that you will be presented with situations that will help You learn and grow. That's what I'm talking about. And that you are aware of your progress and you're open the wings to light. So again, brought this person into your life to help you transform those spiritual blockages of that you are worthy, that you are good enough, that you don't have to like settle for less. And that's why infinite possibilities and brighter horizons are on the future for you. All right, I'm going to leave that there. You let me know how you resonated, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.